Okay, so welcome to Success Talk with Norma. Today we're doing our MAGA vlog. I'm discussing the magazine with two of our magazine contributors. I've got Tando Ndlovu and Kudzi Ncube. Can you just greet the viewers?
Hello viewers.
Hi viewers, I hope you're well.
Yeah, so we hear a lot from them during the course of the day. Oh my god, you are here all day. Okay, so now the cover, we just start your comments on the cover.
The cover is very interesting. There is a lot that has been done from the last issue. I see improvements, I see interesting topics, and this lady is something else. I did my research. She's been doing the most, and when we discuss what she has done and all she's been through and all that, I really can't wait to share my thoughts and views.
Okay, Kudzi.
I only like to add that the cover is really amazing. It's well put together and the color coordination is very well done.
Okay. Well, I don't like the cover very much because she dropped the leopard background, you know. But anyway. Our first story, the editor's corner. Yes, Tando.
Yes, a very interesting story. It's more about you, our editor, and then it talks about your journey, for the fact that you lost your job, and you still and you didn't go back into the market and look for something else, but you decided to rise and become your own boss.
Okay.
How did that feel, and how did you do it? Because there are a lot of people out there who are caught in the rat race.
Okay, I didn't want to be at the job. I was like suffocating there. So when I was finally fired, it was freedom for me. I wanted to celebrate.
It was interesting. It was an opportunity.
Yeah, no. It was the happiest day of my life. Actually, I should have a national WG holiday.
Okay, so why did you stick to the job when you didn't feel like being there?
I was trapped, like I was scared. Fear. Fear.
Yes.
Fear. And also being a dreamer.
Yes.
With no action.
With no action.
Yeah, I was always dreaming of myself as an entrepreneur and very wealthy, but taking the action now is hard.
And fast forward in the future, here you are today, a multi-serial entrepreneur.
Okay, multi-serial entrepreneur. Okay, so enough about me. This magazine is very long. What's your comments on the editors?
Okay, on the editor's corner, I love the fact that you do not give up on your dreams. Even though it's been some years in the making, we kept on it, and finally you're living some of your dreams. So I think it's a challenge to all of us and the viewers that once you have a dream, don't stop working on the dream until you achieve it.
Okay.
Yes. And I would like to say congratulations on the book.
Okay, so yeah, we've got there's
Oh.
a section on the book. Yeah, it's there on the magazine, so we'll get there.
Okay, and the TV.
And the TV.
Yes,
Yeah,
your
TV
own
station.
TV.
Your Success Talk with
Yes.
Norma TV. That's where we are right now.
Yes.
We're at Success Talk with Norma TV. Yeah, great, thank you. Yeah.
On the TV station.
I mean, I like this world that we're living in. What if now my dreams when we was paper company? What if I told Ugo Guti I want to have a TV station? He was going to say what? Ahmed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy like.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it
Joseph the Dream.
was just for a few elite owning our TV stations. But today anyone can own a TV station.
I think even TV sets,
Yeah.
not TV stations.
Yeah, because
Just
said
only a
we
TV.
don't even have a TV set here.
Yes.
We don't have electricity here.
Yes.
But when I say you want to,
The TV station.
yeah, so who knew ukuthi kuzazalwa Zuckerberg and then Zuckerberg anti yibo Facebook TV
Yes,
singamastar
Zuckerberg
khona
over
Facebook TV,
Or Larry
Instagram TV,
Page.
or Larry
Or
Page,
YouTube.
or YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube ngaba
Larry Page.
Larry
And
Page.
Sergey Brin, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So for me, we're going to make my dream come true. When I was talking to my grandmother, they were not even born yet. But uNkulunkulu nguye oyazi iplan.
Yes.
It's God who knows the plans he has for us.
Yes.
Start, Kuzi.
Okay, in the spirit corner, I see a story about King Solomon, and I see the emphasis is about wisdom from God being more important than wealth or riches. So here we find Solomon knowing and understanding that the most important thing that he could ask from God was wisdom. But after that, God gives him more than wisdom. He gives him honor and riches. So I guess here, the important thing for us, or the takeaway, is that wisdom, especially from God, is more important than any wealth that we can have.
Okay, Tando.
Yes, that's true. It's true, very true. So what I mainly got from this article, or let me say background to this article, before David died, he actually told Solomon to seek wisdom. So Solomon coming here asking for wisdom, it was something that he was told by his father.
I never knew that.
Yeah, they talk before he dies.
Yeah.
And then he tells him this, and then Solomon, listens to his father's advice, and then he asks for exactly that from the Lord. And then interesting enough, God answers him, and then he is blessed beyond measure. And then fast forward down his life, he chooses ignorance over wisdom, and wisdom is taken away from him. So it goes back to the fact that for you to be, Proverbs 1 verse 7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Once you remove the fear of the Lord, wisdom vanishes from the picture.
What's it getting?
So it's an interesting story.
Yeah, it's very interesting also to know that once he strayed from following God, his life was cut short. He didn't live a very, very long life as compared to his father. So at first he followed God, then he started enjoying his riches more than following God, and then that's when his life was cut short. So to prolong our lives, it's better to stay on, to keep on following God.
Yes. Though at the end he repents and gets back in the correct, right way, but the fact of the matter is that once you take out the fear of the Lord, there is no wisdom.
Okay. All right. So now enough about his sins. Let's talk about his wealth. King Solomon is like the richest man who ever lived.
His wealth is something else. When I did my research, they said the temple in the temple Solomon, they call it Solomon's temple, was worth $200 to $1 trillion plus in today's value. So that temple alone was something else. And then when you go to Rhodes wrote a biography. It talks so much on the Solomon mines. When Rhodes came here, they were looking for Solomon's mines.
Oh, King Solomon mines. Okay,
Yes.
I remember that book.
Yes.
From Budala, though, not
Yes.
I should look for it.
Yes. So they were looking for King Solomon's mines. So that's how greatly regarded he was by all these people, because imagine here we have the second reign. So maybe the mines are here. Who knows? keep trying.
The mines are wisdom, guys. They are wisdom. You don't look for gold. Look for the wisdom to get gold. Wisdom.
Exactly.
King Solomon's mines are wisdom, because that's what God gave him.
Yes, he gave him wisdom. And from wisdom, he amassed wealth and favor from everyone.
And the generational blessing as well.
And the
was
generational
there.
blessing. Yes.
Kuzi.
Oh yeah, I would also like to add, as you were saying about the temple, that it was worth like a lot of money. So David was the first one to ask the Lord to build the temple for the Lord. So the Lord refused. So he started putting away material like gold and stuff.
Yes.
So Solomon used the material saved by his father,
yes.
and then he added some of his wealth. So it was a continuation of wealth from the previous generation
To the second generation.
Yes.
Proverbs 13:22.
A good man leaves inheritance for
For
his
his
children's
children.
Okay.
Very interesting piece.
It's very interesting piece. It's by Buhle Benkosi, one of our in-house writers. She did a great job.
Yeah,
So
she did.
you can
Yeah.
just you can pause because so that's
Yes,
like
and
a
look what-
professional.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And then you have your Zacchaeus, very wealthy guy.
Zacchaeus was a wealthy guy. The show guy was wealthy.
Yes.
Because he even invited Jesus to his place.
Yes,
It was
yes,
a very
yes.
big place.
And we've got these centurions they talk about and all these other wealthy people.
They were
who
Romans.
used
They
to-
were Romans. They're not Christians.
You have other guys who used to invite him over
Okay.
for feasts and all that.
Okay, so anyway, that's another debate for another
Yeah.
day. So one of you will have to write a story about it someday if you have more information about why the rich people seem to have been in the Old Testament.
Yeah,
The New
because they were
Testament
really
not
rich,
seeing
like
them.
Abraham, Lot, and not Job. Like those guys were rich, rich,
The
rich.
other thing, I think we have to look at the fact that one of the reasons why it's like that, I believe it's because they moved away from the glory of God gradually and consistently.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Because remember, they were given rules to follow and regulations, and with time they kept on moving away from that. And remember,
Yeah,
the
because
Bible
they were
said,
living under the law and they
yes,
then were receiving the cases of breaking the
yes,
law.
of breaking the law.
Maybe that's
So
why.
gradually
Maybe yeah. So that's
they moved
probably
away.
why.
Yeah, but you need to research more.
Okay. Okay. So now for the full interview.
Which one go?
That's the good thing of the TVs of this century. Just do anything you want.
Yeah.
There's no cut.
Yeah.
Cut words. All right. So where were we? Where were we?
We're now on the Cleopatra Ashley Ngwenya story.
Okay, so that is the woman that we were featuring this month on the couch with Norma. So I interviewed her, and the full interview is on our YouTube channel. On the couch with Norma episode 1.
Two.
Episode 2, yes. So yes, Tando, you can give us your views on that one.
Okay. Firstly, your venue looked great. Everything was nice and on point and on fleek, today's terms. And then this is a fascinating story. She's doing the most in Bogota. The fact of the matter, she had not planned to come back to the country, and then COVID made sure she doesn't leave the country, and then she took that advantage and built something from that, which means that a company is something like 2021, 3 years old, and yet she's begging awards
Yes.
left, right, and center,
Begging hours, everyone said, and she's under 30.
and she's under
is.
30.
Yeah, she's
How
a youth.
old?
And
She's a youth.
Yeah.
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 It's
Relation.
interesting. It's
Yeah.
interesting. The fact of the matter that she went out of the country, got the knowledge that she needed, and came back, and she's now, what do you call this? Implementing what she learned from China in the country, and then, and she's in a men's industry,
Yeah, in a male-dominated
and then she's
industry.
dominating them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's something else.
She founded Ecovision herself. She's the founder of Ecovision.
She's the founder. Yes.
Yeah. Because that on one of the in the interview, she says which she was actually working at Siri Cancer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that part.
But then and then she had also started Ecovision.
Yes.
So Ecovision wamfuka out of employment. So sometimes it's better ukuthi ungayenzi ukuthi uphongu you are just quitting your job without a plan.
Yes.
You suffer.
You suffer.
Sometimes allow the hustle to grow and push you away out of employment. A smooth transition.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then very supportive husband.
Yes.
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 A very supportive husband. And then this smart move. If you don't need to have an office in town, you can work from home.
Yes, and she's
Work where you are.
Ecovision is at a
place in Bradford,
resident, or her resident is at Ecovision.
Yes.
We don't know now which one.
It even saves you time.
Yeah.
You wake up and you're in the office.
Yeah.
At the same time, you can be in the kitchen and do lunch. And then she has a lab there too, right?
Yes.
Everything is there.
Isn't she savvy?
Yeah.
A lot of rent.
And one of the
Rent.
pictures there, I'm sure then when she's editing, the viewers will see the picture. It looks like that man is Walter Magaya. Doesn't it look like it's Walter Magaya? If you know Amazimbabwean prophets,
Oh, yeah,
doesn't it look like Walter Magaya? Anyway, anyway,
And then
I can't say I'll ask
and then
her. I may
the
forget.
fact of the other thing is she bagged the award at ZITF. Was it silver?
Yes, second to NRZ.
Second to NRZ. And imagine all these big corporates at ZITF. All these big companies, all mutuals and every big company is there, even the public sector companies are there. And then she's there, she begs an award.
Yeah.
Yes. And then you've got companies with endless amounts of money, you know.
Not getting anything.
Yeah.
Not getting anything. So yeah, she's going places.
I like on page 8, Lavana, when she talks about her exercise routine. She struggled with weight, and then now she runs every morning, she says.
Yes.
So that's a picture of her and her 10 kilometers.
10.4.
10.4 kilometers.
1 hour 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It takes discipline for you to do it.
Yes, it takes
Especially
discipline.
every day. Or
Every day.
Something amazing.
Yeah.
It takes serious discipline.
Yeah, and to tackle your problems head on.
Head on.
Head on. Ungazibona usipha overweight with don't just be complaining about it and eating more food. Go out and run. No, I'm not saying which is overweight. Okay.
Say it and
Simple.
done. I think it says a lot about your character. Yeah.
It discipline.
Discipline.
Discipline is the
tenacious.
difference
it's
between
important. Dreamers and
The
achievers.
lower and upper
the
and
dreamers and the achievers. Yes, you said it right, Kuzi.
Yeah.
Between Kuzi, you said
the dreamers and the achievers.
dreamers and achievers. That's
Yes.
the difference.
Action,
Action.
Yeah, action.
application, iteration, which is repetition.
And then Lapana, she's asked, number 19, Uti, who are the successful people who inspire you? And then she mentions one of our favorites.
Caesar Choka. Yes, I'm smiling.
Yeah.
My favorite.
She inspires you
A
too.
lot.
Okay.
A
And
lot.
she seems to be doing well these days.
Yeah, she is. She was the cover lady for, is it November? Exhibitors Corner.
Exhibitors Corner.
Yes. And she's been bagging awards too. And the business is growing.
Yeah, I saw her this week, a poster, something, a first jet. I don't know where she was flying to.
Wow.
She was saying destination wedding.
Wonderful. I'm so happy for her.
Yeah, and she's from humble beginnings.
Humble beginning.
Kaya, see,
Straight up.
straight out of Kezi.
And then she rose.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
And also, she's from your church.
Yes, she is.
She's from your church. Wongero Cleopatra, they're actually from your church.
Interesting.
And
People from
yeah,
the church.
yeah,
They're making it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Coming
It's a few of them.
No.
Yeah.
But it's always commendable to see someone from that kind of
from
background.
that close background.
Our bookworm is here. Kuzi. Yes, I love this book.
The richest man in
The
Babylon.
classics. These are the classics.
Ah, those are
Mhm.
classics.
So you can lead us, Kuti.
Okay. This is the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, which is a book that shares the wisdom on how to get wealth, and it's told in short stories that emphasize like one principle. So it's almost a collection of short stories that explain each principle on how to make money, to keep money, and how to use money.
Okay. So those are some of the start by fattening thy purse, control thy expenditure,
Mhm.
make thy gold multiply, guard thy treasure from loss, to insure your stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Make thy dwelling a profitable investment, ensure a future income, and increase thy ability to earn. And the goddess of good luck. Okay, so let's dwell on the goddess of good luck. Is there anything called good luck?
What do you
According to the
think?
book.
According to the book, I believe there is nothing called good luck. Because what I believe what it means is that you need to be prepared in order for you to be lucky. You need to put yourself in the position to succeed. Let's say you are going for a marathon or a comrades marathon,
Mm-hmm.
and then you don't exercise.
Mm-hmm.
You enjoy yourself, you eat, you
Mhm.
sleep, you eat, you sleep, and then the day comes, and then you go and run. What will happen? You'll be out of the race in the first kilometer.
Mm-hmm.
But if you practice, if you train, if you exercise, if you get a proper diet, if you push yourself, discipline yourself, when the day comes, you'll finish the race. So at the end of the day, this guy was the other guy who didn't do anything, was just hoping to be lucky without putting in the work. The other guy put in the work, and all the conditions made this luck thing available to him and accessible.
Okay. Kuti.
Okay, I think according to the book, there's no such thing as luck, as they were saying. The thing that people usually call luck is chance. So you can't really depend on luck for you to be successful. You have to make preparations, and when the opportunities present themselves to you, you have to take them. You have to act on opportunities that present themselves to you. That way, you'll be able to be lucky.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the richest man in Babylon, guys.
That's the
So
richest.
the 90 booklet Tando, let's just flash it to the camera. Yeah, so that's the book.
This is a must read, one of
That's
my
a really
first
cool
books.
book.
Yeah,
First,
yeah.
okay.
When I started this journey,
That was my first, imagine, no?
The Secret.
The Secret.
Then
The
that was
second.
the second.
The second was which one?
Rich Dad.
Rich Dad
Rich
Poor
Dad.
Dad.
Yes.
When I was in
Rich Dad was my
school,
second.
imagine that.
No, I think my first book was, my first motivational book was Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Grow Rich.
I think that's the one, yeah.
Hey, it's a good book.
Yeah. We featured it last month anyway. So if
Yes,
you
yes,
check out
yes,
our last
yes.
month's magazine, you'll see it. Okay, so the next story, we're now going to the next.
Successful Black Women Crash Corner. Cindy Trim, over 60.
It doesn't look it.
Yeah, she looks 40ish, late 30ish.
She's well kept.
She's
Yeah.
actually 64 years or something.
Sure. Pension.
No, maybe 60. And
No,
1964.
not yet. So 58, I guess.
1964.
Should be 58.
Should be 58. Is it?
Probably. I'm not quite sure.
19.
And for her
64.
to be 60,
She's not
but
yet
no.
60.
Yeah,
She's
so
not at 60,
close
yeah.
to 60 and fabulous, aren't it?
But she's old, but she doesn't look her age.
Yeah. She's written 45 books.
That's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, including the bestseller Commanding Your Morning. That's actually I should have brought it here as well. It's a very popular book. Then I am at declarations. It's not you must say I am until you believe it and then it happens.
I'm working on my Facebook. You've already done your Facebook.
I haven't started. mine.
But
Okay,
we are
so
coming.
Yeah, we are.
yeah, so
definitely.
Cindy Trim, what strikes me about it is that I think she's a woman who followed her purpose.
Mm.
And then later in life, she met that hot husband of hers. Where is he? In the article now, that picture.
Yeah, he also looks.
Because they got married like recently.
He also looks young. He doesn't
Yeah,
look
but
his
they're old. They don't look their age. But they're living their life.
age. To the fullest.
Yeah. Although Daralo, it's his second time around. It's his second marriage.
For her, the first time.
Yeah, it was her first marriage. Like,
So it
And
goes.
nearly
It,
60.
it,
yeah.
it goes back to the editor's,
Mm.
piece,
Oh.
whereby she says, marriage, don't give up. You'll get it and
Yeah.
yeah, connect.
The things that you dream about, you get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Cindy Trim said she wasn't looking for marriage. She was
It
just
happened.
doing her purpose, really. She had accepted it. She's a single woman.
And then it happened.
But she's a big woman. She's African American royalty. I mean,
Oh.
she's been given an honor by President Barack Obama, and she appeared to Ebony magazine Power 100, which had Michelle Obama, Will Smith, Michael Jordan, Tyler Perry, the who's who of the successful black people,
Wow.
African American people. Yeah, so that's Cindy Trim.
Inspirational. Imagine people your age here.
Life has come to an
Ah,
end.
they would have
This
given
life
out.
has come to an
Jesus
end.
cookie, Leo.
Yeah. So that's Cindy Trim. So can go to you to say about the health corner.
Oh, ginger, the many benefits of ginger. I would just love to say that personally, I love ginger. The way it tastes, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's healthy.
Mm.
And you can make juices out of it. I love the traditional ginger juice that they make in South Africa and Botswana.
Mm.
Like at every wedding,
Mm.
they always make that ginger thing. It's so nice.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Every wedding, even funerals.
What to be inside the drink?
No, ginger powder, citric acid, tartaric, and then
Okay.
some fruits and sugar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's almost like a ginger and lemon concoction, right?
Yeah, but it's really tasty.
Really tasty. Yeah, so those are the benefits of ginger there.
And then we have an ad there.
There's an advert there.
Yeah, there's an advert there.
Yes, Pro Mixers. Yeah. So Pro Mixers, they are based in Harare though. But
Yes.
that Amon is a Success Talk product.
Yes.
Yeah, so he actually learned mixing cocktails in South Africa.
Yes.
Then he moved back home and now he's got his cocktail mixing company in Harare, Pro Mixers. So read the magazine and then you can call him for your cocktails. This is cocktail season, right? Cocktails and mocktails. Remember that? Mocktails as well. Mocktails are alcohol. Cocktails have alcohol. So remember, party, do you want a cocktail or a mocktail? Just say mocktail. So no alcohol. Because it's a mocktail.
Oh, it's a
Oh.
mock.
Mock of a cocktail.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a sugar
fake,
cake.
like fake
creative.
cocktail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mocktail.
Yeah.
We have been warned.
Yeah, hot food cocktail, especially as
Yeah.
W.
Month. But it's just our food hamper, our health food hamper that we are selling. If you've got your sick loved one, or your healthy loved one who you want to stay healthy, order that pack of this healthy stuff.
oh, it is raisins. Oh, the raisins.
Yeah, so those are raisins. Instead of sweetening your porridge with sugar, add raisins or honey. And in terms of salt, instead of using the normal salt that causes so high blood pressure and all, try Himalaya salt.
Oh.
Yeah, and then there's
Instead
our
of
boba of
coffee.
coffee there. So instead
There's
of coffee,
caffeine free.
yes,
Caffeine
coffee,
free.
yeah.
This one is caffeine free.
Mhm.
And instead of plain porridge empuphu, you can have oats. It has more fiber and it's healthier.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
And better. And it's nicer.
Go on, girl.
And then instead of cooking oil, use coconut oil. It's healthier and it's also good for your hair, especially if you have natural hair.
Oh.
Oh, and then there's stevia. It's an artificial sweetener. Sometimes it's preferred, especially if you're diabetic, you can add that instead of the granulated sugar.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm learning.
There's olive oil there.
Oh, and then we have olive oil. Some people may think it's a bit expensive, but it's worth every dollar that you pay for it, and it's very healthy.
The food is tastier with olive oil. Yeah. All right. So
What
so
we have the
yeah. So I made that meal: rosemary potatoes, stir-fried oyster mushrooms, imbuya and spinach stir-fry. Imbuya.
Combined.
Yes, imbuya and spinach stir-fry were on their own. Then the fried oyster mushrooms were on their own.
single serving or
Single serving. There's a picture there of the food. You should go back to this Tawin. Ama greens are indigenous to Zimbabwe, like imbuya, and stuff.
yes.
And move away from the spinaches and the chomorias.
Ntezingazazi.
Yeah, these ones are the ones which have got higher healing powers. And in terms of minerals and vitamins, they're even higher than our chomorias and
And they're
stuff.
everywhere.
And they're everywhere and they're free. But you know, you want to buy. You want to buy.
Spinach.
I don't know why.
I think buying is like you'll be at a higher class.
But I think the white men confused us when they came with
Yeah, they really did.
no rods in them. They did.
They did. They did a lot of damage.
Yeah. Of course, abantu benyama. Because
Yeah, couldn't
they
expect them
also
to be
they also
perfect.
brought Tivangeli, which is good.
Which is good.
But then some of their gangsters were also bringing other things, just mismanaging our minds.
But all said and done, we got our things back. We should do better.
Yes.
Yeah, now we have the option of going natural again.
Actually, what people do is we follow them that side. Yeah, we follow them. You see? It's the story for another day.
Yeah. Then the next story is this one. Take it over.
Oh yeah. So what our writer does here, she talks about how the power of social media. If you take it with both hands, you can grow yourself a brand, or you can become a brand yourself. You can become a social media influencer. You can make a living out of it, and all those things are free. The only thing you need is data.
And a
you-
smartphone.
in the smartphone, and you create your accounts, and then you start managing them, posting content, creating content, you know. And actually she talks about a number of accounts which she has witnessed growing. One of the accounts that I looked at and I said wow was I'm trying to look for
The African Finder.
it's about a young it's about a young man
Who goes around tasting food in
who
restaurants.
not that one.
Okay.
Astra,
Astra.
a young man who performs skits on social media platforms, and then she started following him in 2021 with 2,000 followers. Now he has 244,000
Wow.
followers.
growth.
That's growth. That's growth.
That's only on TikTok.
On TikTok.
And that's only on TikTok. And
Instagram,
108,000 followers on Instagram.
That's huge because it's not easy getting followers on Instagram, I tell you. TikTok is quite easy, but Instagram, no, you have to work hard. You're so core for those followers.
So yeah, in a year, this is growth.
Yeah.
This is real growth. And then we've got to Zenzele. We all know Zenzele. 144,000 followers on Twitter. It's not a joke,
Especially on Twitter.
especially on Twitter. So actually, she convinces young people to, you know what, just do it. Just do it. Be self-employed, create content, be an ambassador for companies and all these other people and brands and all that, and make money.
Yeah.
So I believe that's the piece. That's what she was speaking in mind. She actually has a video herself on some.
On TikTok.
No, she said it's
Okay, that thing.
some platform.
Yeah.
It's called
on
Viskit.
Viskit.
Yeah,
Which has
it's
10K
10,000
views.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's grown herself.
Yeah, she's grown
I have
herself.
to check it out.
She's grown herself very much. So it's something interesting. Something
Yeah.
interesting.
Actually, on Zenzer and Debera can comment. You know, there are a lot of, because he writes about political stuff on,
Yes,
on
yes.
Twitter.
Yes.
But so many of us have got so many views about politics.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we don't take them to social media. That's why Zenzer is now a big person, right? An
Yes.
influential person.
Yes.
Just because he goes to social media and his views are monetized. His
Yes.
political views is opposition to the government is monetized.
Yes.
And it's good, it's bringing him money.
Mm-hmm.
I always say to Tando's mom, she has got strong political views. Opposition political views. I always say you must open a blog. Because you are passionate about it.
Yes.
You're passionate about your hate for this government. You must put it on a paper.
No, it's scary. Like, people fear voicing out their political opinions because in this country it seems like to be like putting yourself in danger. So they would rather keep their opinions to themselves and then like someone who's doing it for them. So if someone is giving them a voice, they would follow that person. So
Yeah.
because they are saying what they can't say themselves personally.
That's why I hope Chinono has got so many followers. Eh?
And that's why he's abroad.
Hope Chinono
Yeah,
isn't in
it's
Harare
safer,
anymore.
No.
Oh. But he has been inside, like jailed.
Yeah, he has been jailed numerous times. And then he left and never came back.
Mm.
Yeah. Remember, they actually created a law for him, the anti-patriotic something,
Personal.
when he was out of the country, and he never came.
Yeah, so
So when he lands, he's going to,
Oh, straight.
yeah.
So Kuzi, who's your favorite in these interesting social media accounts?
Unfortunately, I do not know any of these people.
Yeah, I know my panelists are not social media people.
No, but I'll do my best to follow them.
Well, actually, she was looking for your picture on social media.
Oh, yeah, you can find
Couldn't
it.
find it.
Not even
Not even one. She couldn't find it.
on Facebook. I have like it's a pic starting from the neck going down.
Okay. Anyway, baby steps. At least there's that head on Facebook. Okay. Yes. Kuzi, you can lead us in that one. Mansa Musa.
Mansa Musa.
Okay, here we find an article on Mansa Musa, who's one of the wealthiest men from Africa. So I like the quotation that he's quote, which says, "Until lions learn how to ride, folklores will always glorify their hunter." So basically what he's saying is that the person who's telling the story or who's sharing a narrative is the one who controls what the audience hears. So the person who writes books or writes history is the one who controls what the future generations will get to learn. So I think it's also a challenge to us to say we should make it a point to write, especially our own biographies, as I was saying about Henry Ford, because people would tend to misquote you or misrepresent your legacy. So it's best you write it down yourself so that the most accurate narration is there. But back to Mansa Musa, he was like really the wealthiest person. His worth was between 400 billion and 500 billion in US dollars. So he had a lot of, one thing that stood out actually is that he shared his wealth. He was not stingy. So when he was going on the pilgrimage to Mecca, he went sharing his wealth to the less privileged people that he met. So I think it's also a lesson to us that once we make money, we should share, whether with our families or even other less privileged people. Thank you.
What wonder if he was sharing or he was.
He was
He was
giving.
Showing
But
off.
also giving, like the results was like
He
giving.
was
People
showing
received.
off.
You showed off, but then people benefited. What the motive doesn't really matter, but at the
yeah,
end,
at
people
least they
benefited
got the
from
goal.
the wealth.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, it stands out to me to show that our history has been. I don't even have the word for it.
Has been misrepresented.
Yes, he has been misrepresented in such a huge way. What we are told is different from what happened. It's because we had this guy this guy had an empire. Because we are talking of countries, not
Yeah.
only Mali but
A lot of
countries within
countries.
that vicinity were under his kingdom. And then he had
And
horsemen,
architecture,
he had
like-
And he was building buildings. And now we're told that it's only the colonizers who came and taught us
some
civilization.
civilization.
Which is not true.
And then when you look at there's this I've been studying history, our own history, but even from different writers, even from that side, what they say is that they say that you see the great ruins, isn't there even in South Africa? They say that the ancients built them. They try by all means to say the ancients were not connected in any way to us, built those
Oh.
buildings. because somewhere, somehow, there is no way that
Or
us,
could have
this
that
side,
technology,
Yeah.
yes,
that
yes.
knowledge.
They try by all means, and then it comes to I agree. They were people long back actually were smarter than us, way smarter. They were wealthier than us.
Yeah, very.
They actually the things that they did was they built empires. they
No,
it's
countries.
people back then took chances. Even if when you wanted to rule, you had to stand up and make sure. That's why they were constantly in war, because they wouldn't agree to. Okay.
Even today, I mean, like, how did Mugabe come out of power? Someone
Okay.
had to stand up and fight.
Someone had to stand up, but after how long?
Yeah.
Yeah, now
Being
it
in
takes
a
like
closet.
a
Yes.
longer time. Back then it was there and then, like if someone didn't agree with your view or how you were ruling,
Yes.
they would just like make a coup happen, like there and there.
And then you find out he had got 60,000 men, 12,000 slaves. I'm guessing these 60,000 men were his soldiers, 12,000 slaves. He also had men on horses, and then he managed to feed them. Took them a year, right?
Yeah, that pilgrimage.
Imagine food every day for such a huge company.
Yeah, and that was like in the 1280. He was born 1280 and died 1337.
Long
And those
back.
are long before colonization, so long before the people who colonized us were even born.
Yes. Which
But then they wrote a history. They found Africa with just baboons, whom they turned into men.
and they say they found places like Victoria Falls.
Yeah.
Like I was
When
the
there were people there,
Oh,
it was discovered by David Livingstone.
How?
How do you discover
How do
something
you discover
that is
something?
when there were
There, like,
people
4
there?
million.
they say
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus discovered America. Come on, there were people there.
But it's because they wrote the history.
Yes.
The beginning of this article starts with this proverb, which is, until lions learn how to write, folklore will always glorify the hunter. So we
Yes.
must learn to write our own history, write our own stories.
Yes, we
'Cause-
must learn to write our own stories.
Because Mnalama was writing this Mansa Musa story, right? I'm a Christian, Minant. So Mansa Musa was a Muslim. He was
Yes.
going around building mosques as well. I actually took all that out because I don't know why I was doing
Editing.
So that's because I don't want to, because I'm the one writing the history. I don't want to emphasize that side of him. I just
Yes.
want to emphasize
There's
his
the other
work.
side, yes.
Because I'm thinking my Christian readers, when I go to mosque, they now won't want to read.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it basically tells us a lot.
But he was charitable since he was also building like the
Yes.
mosque along the way.
Yeah.
It-
And centers of learning, like he built a huge center of learning. So you're someone who was curious, you're looking for wisdom.
And then it comes to me in the slide. If our ancestors managed to succeed back then, around the 1200s, what's stopping us from being greater in such a modern age where we have everything at our fingertips? These guys used to have so much gold, but they didn't have the excavators, the equipment that we have nowadays.
Yeah.
What's wrong with us?
No, there's nothing wrong with us. Actually, when we go to your story about the John Dees and stuff, you'll see what even that time, those 60,000 men, and even one of our no locals, and I don't want to mention any of them. Those 60,000 men with no names, they were the poor. There is always the
and the
poor.
slaves.
There's always the
And
poor.
the slaves and these are. So you just have to make sure that you choose your side. Do you want to be
Or
the
you
Sun
want to be
King, or you
led.
want to be the slave, or the
unnamed.
60,000 soldiers with no names?
Interesting.
Okay, so now let's, from Munsa, let's go to the book launch.
Please
Okay.
tell us more.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's my book. There is the book over there. Yeah, so it's actually my Success Talk with Norma and WG Foundation Masterclass textbook,
Yes.
which I then just decided to just edit and put some flesh and make it look professional. And then I went and I uploaded it on Amazon. So now I have to check Amazon for my millions because it's $5 a copy. on
Oh,
Amazon.
buying.
I haven't checked. So I need to go and check my millions, guys.
Which is
If I'm rich, look at
interesting.
this land corner.
Yeah, I think I was.
Maybe you've made your million.
Because I just need to sell how many copies?
You need to sell
100,000.
100,000, yes.
Right?
No?
200,000.
200,000.
Yeah, I need to sell 200,000.
Oh,
copies
Ganja,
to
you
get
know
it
the
because
price.
They are $5.
Oh.
But I don't know how much Amazon takes. So I don't care because my
30%.
Facebook. No, 30%. Yeah, no, as long as I'm like there on Amazon.
Wow.
So go and look for the book, Becoming This.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's really an achievement.
Yes. And get yourself a copy
On Amazon.
on Amazon.
Oh yeah. If you don't want to buy, because I discovered that to ship this book to Zimbabwe, which costs $5 Amazon, it will cost you 82 US dollars.
Oh,
So actually, January I'm going to print a lot of copies and try to take them to Zimbabwean bookshops. I don't know if there are still bookshops in Zimbabwe.
They
but
are.
They're there.
There are
And
also some
people use
bookshops.
them.
Oh.
And
Oh, so that's great. So I will put a barcode and take them to more bookshops for. Oh, so okay.
Men's corner.
Men.
Men's Corner. Basically, the introduction is.
Yeah, explain the introduction to it, like,
The introduction is a short glimpse into the history and the future of the world. Actually, it's all in the Bible. Daniel 2, you go down the chapter and then you discover that the king Nebuchadnezzar had a dream, and then he dreamt of this big statue with a head made of gold, which was the Babylonian Empire, and is it the chest and the breasts made of silver, which was made of Persia, the thighs made of, what was it, bronze?
sort of like.
Yeah, the thighs made of bronze representing Greece, and then the legs of iron representing the Roman Empire, and then we go down to the feet, which represents today's kingdom, which is the divided kingdom. We don't have one big dominating power, right?
Nope.
That dominates, that really
No, that,
dominates. Power is divided because you check out, India is coming up, China is already there.
No,
you've-
they can't.
you've
Like,
got
it's only
America.
the Europeans and then probably America.
And then yes, and then you've got the stone that falls from nowhere. It's the kingdom of God. Yeah. And then we move on to the men who built America. Who's our first guy?
Cornelius Vanderbilt.
The commando. Yes. Yes. The men who built the railroads. Yeah.
Oh.
Can you tell us briefly?
Oh, that guy. was really a fight. He just loved fighting. He
Yes.
actually fight street fights just for the fun of it.
Yes.
And then he started his company. He had a collection of ships.
Yes.
Yeah. And then at some point he saw the future and he saw that the shipping thing,
It's not going to last.
no, it's not going really far. The railroads are the future. So
Yes.
he sold all his shipments, all his ships, and then put all of his money into the railroads.
Into building rails, bridges.
Oh yeah, into
And
building
trains.
rails and trains. And that game made him rich.
Made him the richest man in America.
Oh yeah, for that time, yeah, he was the richest.
He built a fortune for himself. Actually, up until his death.
He was the richest.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Death? No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Rockefeller took that position after
After
he was
Vanderbilt
born.
died.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then the second man on the list is no one other than John D. Rockefeller, who was given an opportunity by Vanderbilt himself. They brokered a deal. Rockefeller was to supply Vanderbilt with oil.
The guy refused to do it.
No, he didn't.
Ah, why?
He didn't.
Is there no internet here?
We are going to look at it
Yeah,
later.
we need to.
These
Yes,
two.
he did. He
Because he
did.
refused that deal.
He accepted the offer.
He refused the offer. Okay, no, let's continue beyond the offer.
He accepted the offer, and then that's how he grew actually. Because he used to supply Vanderbilt's ships and trains.
Okay, as I was saying, let's just agree to disagree on that fact.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Yeah. So that's how he
Yeah,
grew his wealth.
yeah.
And then John D comes into the limelight. He was the oil man,
Yeah.
the first guy who took a big opportunity, who made sure that he does what needs to be done.
Funny
in
thing,
oil.
John D had a partner, but how come the partner is not famous?
The partner is not famous the same way Wozniak is not famous.
Okay, still wasn't. Okay, I get you.
Yeah, but he's still a billionaire, but he's not
Yeah.
famous.
Uh,
Yeah, we know.
Probably
Steve
maybe
Jobs.
they dissolved the partnership along the way.
Not really. Because they were still partners.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, turn segment chai rush because we
Okay.
network.
So
Alright.
okay, so John D became the richest man in America. He was ruthless and
And very
ferocious.
innovative.
I want to go back to that. He says he was ruthless and ferocious now. Until what did that thing say?
Until the lions.
Until lions learn how to ride. Hunters. Who are the writers of history? Poor people.
Yeah, very poor people.
Writing about who? Rich people. And they are angry as they write. Because
Very.
there's that reporter who tried to bring down, was it the Rockefellers?
Yeah, the
That woman
Rockefellers.
who tried to bring them down. Mama stories zakhe nguyewayenza phela ukuthi standard oil to be cut into many pieces because of her articles.
Oh,
She was a
but
poor reporter.
But remember, Standard Oil was bound to be broken up because
because there
it
was
was
like against
too
monopolies.
big. The government had, actually they even bought. These guys managed to buy a president to stay in power with their
I
monopolies.
love that part.
Yes,
Like
they-
the rich people of
They bought a
Carnegie.
president to stay in
They
power.
made a puppet president
to
because
stay
they
in power.
could.
That thing was coming one way or the
It
other.
was coming.
They could only stop it for a while. It was coming. But the good thing is that after Standard Oil was broken down, Rockefeller became richer than he
Yeah.
was before by having all these smaller companies. Because even about all these other oil companies today, ungakhangela ama-roots, they link back to the parent companies, ExxonMobil and Chevron.
Okay, so the next dude.
The next guy is
Carnegie.
Andrew Carnegie,
The still guy.
the steel guy. We have skyscrapers because of this guy. We've got big bridges, we've got aeroplanes, right? We've got cars everywhere, we've got,
And we have Think and Grow Rich because of this guy.
yeah, we've got
Okay,
Think and Grow Rich
that's the
because of
guy
this
that-
guy.
Got Napoleon Hill to write Think and Grow Rich.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
guys,
the guy.
guys.
That's the
Oh,
guy.
all right.
That's
That's
the guy.
Andrew Carnegie.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I have seen him. Okay, so I couldn't even connect them. All right.
So and one of Andrew's biggest, what do you know, what, how should I put it, driving factor, why he became what he became, I think it was because of vengeance.
In poverty, this guy was from a poor family. He had to fend for his family from
Yes.
the young age of probably 7.
Yes, he pushed up until he got to that point, and then Rockefeller destroyed his mentor, his boss's company, and then from there, he had to drive to become better.
But then at the end, they became good friends, and then they
Yes.
started competing on who's giving out much
Who's
money
giving
to
out the
charity.
most.
So Carnegie
Yes.
and
And
John D.
Rockefeller, yeah, when they were old
yes,
guys.
yes, when they were old
Okay. When you
guys.
see that, it's all vanity.
Yes.
It's all
Yeah.
vanity.
Actually, Carnegie realized earlier that it's all vanity,
Mm.
and then he started giving back. His network went from roughly 480 billion today dollars to he died at around 20 something million.
But he was still rich.
Yeah,
Anyway,
he's
so.
still rich.
Look, John P. Morgan.
John Piermont Morgan. This is the most interesting character for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
I
John
like
D.
his
Who's your favorite? Kudzi?
I'm a fan of Henry Ford.
Henry Ford.
Ford.
I like John D. Rockefeller. Who's your favorite? Okay, yes, go on.
John Piermont Morgan. He is actually named the father of modern day banking.
Yeah, he was a good
Yeah.
banker.
Because even the second biggest bank in the world, after the bank, something Bank of China, is J.P. Morgan and Chase Bank, which is his. Today, he died early 1900s, but his bank
1913.
1913. But his bank is still the second. It's the second big. It's the biggest bank in America. It's the second biggest in the world, and it's something else. He is the owner of what you call General Electric. Most
Oh,
of
he bought
these,
it.
yeah, isn't General Electric was
Oh,
that
yeah, I
company, the
remember.
electricity company.
Yeah,
They
well,
actually brought electricity to our households. We have electricity today because of this guy.
Oh, he's the one who sponsored that scientist.
Yes, he's the one who sponsored that scientist.
Where
Thomas
10,000
Edison.
times. Thomas Edison. Okay.
And then when everyone Thomas Edison is dragging the company, he bought the company, mostly all of it. The stock market, booted him out, he made the company profitable.
so,
Okay.
So General Electric, they bought a lot of things. Ama inventions amaningi esilawo today. It's because of General Electric. And then all these other companies which he invested in, US Steel, which was the first company to reach $1 billion at its time.
Okay, Utando needs to open a podcast.
yeah, he does.
Yes, okay,
Let's
Henry
go on to
Ford.
Henry Ford. Ah, my favorite.
So okay, the last part on JP
Okay.
is that he was so powerful, he used to bail out the US economy. Yeah, he used to borrow the money. That's how powerful he was.
He's our modern day. Who's that guy? Who's that guy?
Ah,
Yeah,
no,
I remember
you can compare him to Warren Buffett, sort of, because he was an investor. Yeah, he was an investor.
Yes, he was an investor. Actually, modern day age, I can't compare him to those guys. Those guys are puny, small. Those guys are compared to your Fords and your
Aye,
Rockefeller.
don't compare
This
anyone
guy
to
is
my
huge.
Ford.
This guy is something else.
Okay. Henry Ford, Kudzi.
Ah, Henry Ford, he was never born to a poor family. He was a guy who always loved mechanics. From a young age, he used to take watches apart, bring them back, and then he had an apprentice at a mechanic
We need to move.
company, and he had a dream. Wanted to make farming easier. That's what motivated him to make a car.
Yes.
But then he realized that people didn't understand what a car was and how to be profitable or useful on a farm. So he started by making a car, and then later that's when he made a tractor to make farm work easier. So when people saw that a car was usable and safe, that's when they then bought tractors so that farm work was a bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
So he made the first car in America,
Okay.
and he's the father of industrialization.
Okay, so we have
He
to
is the
take a
father of
break now.
industrialization.
There you are.
This one is
Okay.
my air condenser.
So anyway, guys, those are the richest men. No,
America.
the 5 men who built America. So why did we have this article here? Why did we have this article?
Why did we have
Let's
this?
turn to the
Okay.
person who authored it.
Those are the 5 men who built modern day America. Actually, America, the superpower.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, America was once a British colony, just like us.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got the founding fathers, Washington, Alexander Hamilton, your Madisons and your Jeffersons and all those other guys who built the first free America. Because remember, they got their freedom, they fought, got their freedom from Britain, and then it was not as big as it is right now. And then these guys, after the Civil War, they took it up to themselves to build a better economy, to build a better country, a better economy. They created wealth. They revolutionized industries. We are where we are as the world because of these guys took the chances. They took the chances. They did what they had to do. So where we are going is America was once at a level where we are,
Yes.
close to zero.
Yes.
And it didn't take everyone in America to build America. It took 5 men to build America as it is today. It took, firstly it was Cornelius. Obviously there were other businessmen, but they didn't stand up as how this
Or
guy
they were
stood up.
crushed by this.
Or they were crushed by these guys. So Cornelius took the first chance. He gave Rockefeller a chance. Rockefeller took the chance, and then through Rockefeller somehow Carnegie rose. And then suddenly there's this guy who sees these guys doing things and he's like, I'm interested. I want to be like these guys. And then he rises again. And then out of all these guys, because remember, Rockefeller brought in your petrol and your diesel. And through that, the car was born. Because at first, the Y7s of my factories are for my engines. And then they discovered if you just put wheels on it, it moves. And then after that, Ford rose up, and after Ford, you've got your motorcyclists, the guys who, my friends got Ford, who took engines and put them on bikes, and suddenly we have motorbikes, and then on and on and on, and here we are.
So for Zimbabwe, what is our lesson in Zimbabwe?
What I'm saying is that right now we are on ground zero.
We may not be on ground zero. It's ground 2.
Yes, it's probably not that, but what I'm saying is that everyone is, remember, some of these guys came from dire poverty. We've got a chance. Everyone has got a chance. It's hard right now to go to America and try to make it big. Yeah, but here we've got a chance. We've got the resources. We've got the market. Market is static. You don't need to say Zimbabwe Pela. We've got static. So stop running away from gold and start building gold.
Let's go to Zimbabwe. Vakhona lapho vanotagwirei.
Yeah.
Lavo strive masiwa.
Recently in Solusu, Tagwirei, I think
Lavo
donated
Philip
8 million.
Mataranyika.
He did.
Yeah, he donated 8 million. How many fortuners?
And okay, so
And
what are the
all.
scribes writing about Tagwirei? What did I tell you about? Who writes the stories anyway?
Very, very
Okay, so alright, so now this.
something else.
Yeah, so those are the 4 men who reach America. Then that's News Corner and Sandra Ndeveres out.
Of money and lots of pledges. People were supporting her art. I hear she's been doing this for the last 20 years or something.
Yeah, she's been 20 years in
the
the industry. Yeah.
Yeah, and people acknowledge and applaud and give monetary rewards to such talent. So I guess it's also a challenge to us when we see someone excelling in her field or in his field. We should not just like applaud we should also like give monetary support because it helps push that person further.
Yeah. Yeah, because I see Lapo Minister of Finance bought her CD for 8,500 US.
Yes.
Yeah.
That other deputy minister bought for 13,000. Tino Machakaire, that was the highest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then
deputy minister.
Usizla Spanda bought it for 4,500. Then Madam Post was there, bought it for 1,000.
Yes.
And then Lauren Guyela, I don't know really what was doing there, but she bought it for 100.
Yeah. And Wacheki price a CD, yeah, $20 or something.
Even less, it's not
even
produce
less.
Lola.
And then
Because no one buys CDs anymore. People
Yeah,
just-
like, what do they even play them?
Yeah,
TV or
I'm
what
saying I
is
even have a
it?
CD player. So it was just, but it's good. Sandra is just talent.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dancer.
it was supposed to.
Because great dancer. And she sings as well. Huh?
Yes. And then it shows Uti there's money in the country.
A lot, it was like really.
Yeah, there is money, but it's probably concentrated in the hands of a few.
Yeah. And
Because
then,
look at those few who gave.
yeah. And then
The
you
political elite.
yes.
And then Madam Posla is from nothing. So we can't really say it was just the political
Yes.
elite. So let's go to the KFC story. New KFC, have you eaten? Because I know you guys are not takeaway people.
Oh, fast food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope that today you pass when you. It's just so into Colonel Sanders' legacy. Colonel Sanders, let's talk about Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders. It's an inspirational story that reminds you that you should never give up one.
Mm-hmm.
You are never too old to start.
Never.
Yes, you're never too old to start. Even at 60, you can start and make it at 80.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's so making it.
okay, the Colonel Sanders stories is another thing, but sometimes you have a misconception of the facts of really what happened
Yeah.
to Colonel Sanders. Because when I was now researching this story, I found that Colonel Sanders did not start at 65.
He started earlier.
Yeah, he actually started at 40. While a service station like a garage, a
Mhm.
business.
Mhm.
And then he was selling chicken over a canteen in the service station.
Mhm.
And then it did close down during the war.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then at 65, that's when he started selling franchise to franchises. Like he was
Yes,
approaching restaurants
My
saying,
restaurants.
sell my chicken and then I get a percentage.
Yes.
So his stories are getting now then we're trying
Yeah, it's
to
only-
emphasize some
it's a
points.
watered down
It started
version.
at 65.
Remember, this is
Yeah.
how it's done. Usually these big business guys,
Mm.
they sell the story.
Mm.
It's about the story.
Yeah.
So Story Sake was appealing good bet he started where?
At 65,
65.
after retirement.
Yes, after retirement. Go appealing.
Yeah.
You can sell that.
It's more
You can't sell what this guy has been in the industry, in the
Oh,
trenches
that's
for the past
20.
40 years.
Oh.
Aye, come on. So they look for a party.
Yeah, it has to be unique
Entice them.
somehow.
Even the likes of Jeff Bezos,
Mm.
they don't tell us who they were given loans by their fathers. About Elon Musk, they were given monies to start by their fathers. Huge amounts of money.
Zuckerberg, isizukulwane sika Rockefeller. I mean,
And then he was at Harvard. That tells you something.
but anyway, we're not focusing
Yeah.
on poor people. But
but
Yeah, and then they look-
it's actually appealing
Mm.
They
to
said
say,
their garage,
no,
garage.
he started
Yeah,
garage,
what
he
is
started
it?
in a garage. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
so even last when I tell my story, I say I lost my job, I was fired at this point. But I wasn't really like fired. They just said, how are reducing your salaries? If you want to stay, stay. I said, I'm not staying. But now when I'm telling it, I want to say,
I was fired.
Appealing that way.
Appealing.
yeah.
So story. When you've made it, Lizzie Zukut, they said, you know what? I started from I started from
Garage.
nothingness. You know, I used to ngelas that at some point.
Yeah.
And, oh my God, it's appealing to the public. Actually,
But there are people who start from nothing.
Yeah,
Yes, they are
but then
people
there are
start
some
from
people who
nothing.
exaggerate.
But
Yeah,
the
people
nothing, we
exaggerate.
always exaggerate to sell our books and
yes,
and our papers. But
And-
anyway,
and our businesses.
and our businesses.
Yeah.
And our brand.
Yes, and our brands. Yes.
Okay, so now from Colonel Sanders.
Actually, I have something to say.
Mhm.
the rest of it I'm going to share it sesisodwa, but a part of it is do we really have to wait for KFC
Yeah.
to come and just, you know,
fried chicken.
just
it's
fry chicken
something.
and take
Chicken
away
in
everyone.
is there.
It's
Ekaya is there.
chicken in is there,
Yeah,
ekaya is
Family
there,
choice is there.
family choice is
Yes,
there.
yes.
Yes.
We just have to help
And-
them to
and-
brand.
No,
that
but they
thing.
don't have that prestige. Like if people see you eating at KFC, like
So it's about
something.
building our brand.
Yes, it's about building
Building
our
our
brand.
brand.
And it's about supporting.
Mm,
our
locals.
brands.
Yeah,
We
supporting
do,
local.
like, because how much chips level is probably $2. We still go back to family choice every dollar, you know what I mean?
Yes. And then
But there's a problem in which can be solved by young people like yourself.
Mhm.
To help these small brands whenever to become,
Yes.
it's going to say America.
Yes.
Oh,
Because
well,
it seems like, Tina,
Mm.
we are here, we don't grow beyond our borders.
Yeah.
And then international brands, they've got the capacity. They
Mm.
come and suffocate.
Yeah, well, I mean, KFC, when was he doing? When did he sell KFC? 1964.
They've been around the block.
Yeah.
Even if ungaze kube franchise,
Yeah.
Still.
still it's something else.
But no, the end is we are getting there, Zimbabwe.
Yeah, but it also
But there's a
it's
lot
also
of-
a sign. It's also a sign.
Oh,
There is
yeah.
money on the ground.
Yeah, ungabona ama big brands say vula ama second. Okay, so now play and win. Some questions that we have for our viewers. You play and if you win a room at
What
the
about the
WG Guest
panelists?
Palace.
I
No,
saw
they
this
are
one.
not
Yeah,
eligible.
it was like, yeah. It's so easy.
Yeah,
There
so there's a play and win there. I'm sure when she's posting the videos, then remembering the becoming successful story.
And then there's Tumamina at the end.
Well, and then Tumamina the S. Tumamina, yeah, that's my car, my Honda Fit. Yeah, so you know it's December and you're looking, you've got all these things that you want, but you don't have enough money. But you look at your assets, what can I do? Yeah, that's when I just put that outfit there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the start of a logistics company.
Mhm.
I received that, but yeah, with his own manager and everything, I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
Because
I
it's
know,
like
right?
an investment. Because now you guys, I'm a success coach. That's why I like to do. I like driving
And then
people to the airports.
we have the event.
Yeah, then the event. This like the becoming
Yeah, I
successful
felt bad.
story.
Like I was sitting at this table, like really at this table, and then I did not appear.
Ah!
I'm sorry. I mean, I was right here. Imagine.
And then for those who don't know Nosizo, that's Nosizo.
Oh, which one? Which one is Nosizo?
This one.
No idea.
Yeah, I'm sure camera person will show it when she's doing the MAGA vlog. And then that was our one corporate sponsor. Musimboti.
Musimboti.
Those are our humble beginnings.
Yes.
Yeah. Just appreciate your humble beginnings.
Yes.
When I tell you, in your dreams, you'll be dreaming Econet, Delta, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, then God brings who? Musimboti.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, then you corner do.
And then I said,
And then there's an ad.
Then
Oh,
Alvaro Ed. Yeah,
yeah.
you can talk about it. No, this one, I think she's your mentor.
oh yeah, I'm a product of Alvaro.
Yes.
Okay, Alvaro is a fashion design and tailoring company.
Mm-hmm.
So they design everything from schoolwear and clothes for functions. So you can contact them on the number that will be shown on the screen.
Okay, so are you a designer yourself, huh?
Yes, I am.
So tell us
And a
about
tailor.
how far you are in your designer tailor. In your
Okay,
work.
yeah, in my work, I started like around 2019 with my mentor,
Mhm.
the owner of Alvaro. So it's been a long journey, but slowly but surely it's coming up. I started with one domestic machine,
Mhm.
but now this year I managed to buy an industrial
Oh,
sewing
that's
machine.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, so next year I'm hoping to buy some more machines.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you still on attachment at that place?
No,
You finished your internship there.
Yeah, because of health reasons.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
But it was very educative,
Mhm.
very informative.
Mhm.
Yeah. I learned a lot, like a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, you were with my nephew there, Muzi.
Ah, he's
Also,
one great.
one great guy.
Ah.
Yeah, he told me, his mother told me he actually left. He wants to start his own thing.
Yeah, he wanted
He actually left end of November.
Yeah, he'd learned a lot. Like,
He's
he really had
good.
nothing to learn
Anymore.
at the place. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a youthie who's doing, you know, young boys.
Yes.
Yeah, he
That
has
kind
his
of
own
house
like
with
suit
me.
label called JP Suits.
JB Suits.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's
And he's a youth who's not confused. A male
Ah.
youth who's not confused.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do a feature on him one of these days, actually. Once his shop is set up, no, I'm going to go. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Mark my words, mark my words. Yeah, all right. So now I think we're done. Now then, money spree. I was looking at what resources do I have? My other resources is learning, is I've got knowledge about growing oyster mushrooms.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I did. I
Then
did
it's-
that training.
What is that?
It
Here.
was, yeah, well, pictures will make you believe it was here. But it was actually, one of my students who came to learn how to do mushrooms a few years ago,
Okay.
she went and built something huge. So that's why I went and did the training.
Nice.
Yeah.
How
It wasn't planned like I was paying her to come to a place. I just got there with my students and I said, I've brought you manpower. Yeah.
I thought they were helping around
Yeah,
and learning
yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah. So
Cool.
that's our bush there.
Yeah.
In the center with the,
Doing the most.
yeah, posing with the
As
mushroom
usual.
bag. Then Christmas is coming. Christmas
it's
corner.
just around.
Jingle all the way. Yeah, so but we've got our own songs. Yatosika, Yatosika.
No.
Yes.
Ah.
Supporting local content.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I released a song, and I re-released that Matapire song during this Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's just our Christmas corner. We are selling Christmas trees, WG Rese Rese, and Christmas cakes, sugar-free Christmas cakes. This one is out of passion Christmas cake because
Yeah, I also
It's
want
a
to make
sugar-free
this,
one.
Yeah. Mine will be will have sugar.
oh, yours don't have sugar,
Yeah,
okay?
and icing.
And icing, okay. Yeah, normally sugar-free. With that relative of yours who let diabetes. Yeah, basically, cake and there are sugar-free cakes that you can make.
Yeah.
But I've tasted all sugar-free cakes.
Mm.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Mm.
Your birthday cake.
Okay, the one that was made by Tarelo.
Sure.
It was
How
nice.
is it?
Sure.
Yeah, it was by
Let me
Pepper
get mine.
Beko.
Sure.
It was great,
It was
wasn't
nice.
it?
Ah, something else.
Okay.
Yeah, Pepper Beko. She's our next month's cover girl anyway. And our on the couch person next month. If she's not swamped in cake making. That's just the profile of our
Contributors.
See you.
So I'll take this time to thank them. Thank you, Tando. Tando Lenkosi. Yamakhosi Mlawuli
Yeah, I was wondering
wezimpi.
your name. Like,
Good
where's it
Lord.
so long?
Yebo.
Those are all your names
Yes.
on your IG card.
Yes. Yeah, my
Wow.
yes.
Must have suffered as a child.
Yeah. He's loaded with names. So anyway, you go to the magazine, you know about them, and then this is Kuzai Mube, Nima Njengwa. Always
Yeah.
forget Mube and say go back to Nima Njengwa. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much, guys. This has been a very great discussion. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we
We'll
have
see you, my viewers, next month again. Oh, okay, let me give them a chance to
next
say
year.
goodbye.
Yeah.
Next year.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Next year.
No, January.
Yes.
All right, success from me, Norma, success to with Norma. I'll see you in January for a discussion of the magazine.
In
Probably,
2020.
oh gosh. Yeah, I'm sure I'll find these young people will be partying and just,
Oh,
I don't know where they will be.
That's so old now.
January.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what can the viewers look forward to next month and you